The News Hour Special Edition.
Namaskar, good evening. You're watching the special edition of the News Hour and I'm Swati Joshi. The election dates have been announced. These are the first big elections of 2026 and the stage is set for the ultimate clash between the NDA and the INDI bloc this year. The announcement of the polling schedule has happened much later as compared to the previous elections in these states, leading the opposition to question the motive. Remember, this election is crucial for the INDI bloc as 3 of the states have opposition parties currently in power. A defeat in either of these states would further weaken the INDI bloc's standing and relevance in national politics, something that the opposition cannot afford at this point. We are less than 30 days away from polling in the states of Kerala and Assam, as well as the union territory of Puducherry, along with others like Tamil Nadu and West Bengal. Let's first tell you about the polling schedule, and this is what was announced today. Assam goes to poll single-phase elections on the 9th of April. Total number of seats 126, and the counting will happen on the 4th of May. Let's talk about the other states. West Bengal, it's going to happen in 2 phases. First phase on the 23rd of April, second phase on the 29th of April. Total number of seats 294. Once again, the counting will take place on the 4th of May itself. Kerala, single phase election, 9th April is when the voting will take place for 140 seats and the counting will happen on the 4th of May itself. Puducherry, again, single phase elections, 9th of April is the voting day. Total number of seats 30 and the counting is on the 4th of May. And Tamil Nadu, single phase as well. The elections will happen on the 23rd of April for 234 seats. Counting for all these states and the union territory will happen on the 4th of May. Let's also take you through the national footprint of the NDA and the INDI bloc. And will this change after the 2026 polls? Here's where things stand at this particular moment as we speak. These are the states where the NDA has its government. 21 states: Delhi, Arunachal, Assam, Puducherry, Goa, Gujarat, Haryana, Manipur, Tripura, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Sikkim, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. As far as the INDI bloc is concerned, they have governments in 9 states: Jharkhand, Himachal, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Punjab, West Bengal, Kerala and Jammu and Kashmir. So this is where things stand in terms of the national picture. Now, a lot is at stake for both sides, but the NDA will be looking at it quite closely as the states like West Bengal, Tamil Nadu and Kerala have for long been out of reach for the BJP. Here's why these elections matter to them. Let's take a look at what's at stake. As far as the NDA is concerned, it's a test for brand Modi in the poll-bound states. Modi remains BJP's face in Tamil Nadu, Kerala and West Bengal as well. Let's talk about the southern push that the BJP is looking at. BJP is still forced to piggyback on the regional parties. It is a big opportunity for the Bharatiya Janata Party to prove that it is not just a North Indian party. Then this is also a take on the regional parties. Regional parties use anti-BJP rhetoric as their poll plank. It's an opportunity for BJP to defeat the regional parties' grip. Hindutva politics, as far as that is concerned, it's a litmus test of BJP's Hindutva brand of politics. Significant minority population, the presence of that in the poll-bound states. Meanwhile, for the opposition, a setback here would weaken their standing in national politics as well. Here's why the INDI bloc will be keen on ensuring that they win the polls in the states that we're talking about. What's at stake? Credibility of the regional satraps is at stake. The strength of the alliance against the NDA also at stake. Then, as far as the coalition politics is concerned, handling coalition ambitions. Bengal, Tamil Nadu and Kerala are the last non-BJP bastions. It's also a test for secular politics and to counter the appeasement narrative. Today, as the dates were announced, the opposition has questioned the timing. Some have questioned why the number of phases have been reduced, as they claim this may favor the BJP. Then there are others in the opposition who ask why the announcement was made less than 30 days before voting.
The election dates have been announced. It's interesting, last year the elections were announced by Feb 27th and this year it's been postponed by 2 weeks. We don't know why. Maybe Prime Minister wanted to finish all his obligations. That's why we say the Election Commission operates like the wing of the BJP party.
Tamil Nadu one phase, Kerala one phase, all other states one phase, only Bengal 2 phases. What are the the issues, Election Commission should indicate, and the elected state government should express its views.
एक दिन में जो इलेक्शन डिक्लेयर किया है, ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ बीजेपी को संतुष्ट करने के लिए किया है। इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया का जो ऑर्डर है कि एक दिन में असम का इलेक्शन होगा, ये हम लोग नहीं मानेंगे, हम लोग का प्रोटेस्ट होगा।
Let's open this up. Let's go across to our guests. Tonight we're joined by Shehzad Poonawala, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. We have senior journalist Shekhar Iyer on the broadcast, Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, Saurav Chundar, spokesperson of the TMC. We have Vivek Srivastav, political analyst, and Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, also a political analyst. We just heard all the reactions that are coming in from the opposition, so I want Shehzad Poonawala to come in. Everything that has been done, whether it's the timing, whether it's the announcement, and the phases as well, as per the opposition, all to benefit the Bharatiya Janata Party.
You see, damned if you do, damned if you don't. When you have a long election, last time around, they criticized it. When you have a short election, after the request of the political parties and CPIM, Congress, all of them said 1 या 2 phase में होना चाहिए Bengal elections, then they criticize it. When in Congress only there is so much confusion, that means one faction of Congress, Chidambaram and T.S. Singhdeo say 2 times now, we are very happy with compressed election. Other phase of Congress party says, we are very sad, there is very little time left. Then DMK person is saying, why election has been announced late, it should have been announced early, so they don't want 5-year tenure. I mean, the assemblies are to be dissolved between May to June. So now they want election should be called in December only then. Or they should be called in November only. I mean, now full tenure is being given, then they are unhappy. ये असंतुष्ट आत्माओं का झुंड है. इनको बोलेंगे ना ऑक्सीजन लो तो ये बोलेंगे ऑक्सीजन लेने बोल रहा है मोदी, नहीं लेंगे. अच्छा, today but I am very curious. I am seeing 2 very important people on the panel, Mr. Vivek and Mr. Tehseen, and observe their relationship very closely. When you will say Bengal, Tehseen and Vivek will hug each other. And when you will say Kerala, Tehseen will push Vivek away. This is their combination. They are confused Atmas.
Okay.
Now, finally, I want to come. I have government in one state, including Puducherry actually, so one state, one union territory.
Yeah.
In Assam, fastest growing economy last 5 years, per capita income 54% up, peace in Bodoland, infrastructure surge, 4 bridges on the Brahmaputra, 14 kilometer per day roads, industry has been built, semiconductor plants are now being built, medical colleges up from 6 to 34, 37 lakh women are being given social security, 37% poverty has come down to 40%, tourism up by 127%. Now I promise you, neither TMC nor left, nor anybody else will recount what their government has done in the last 5 years. They will only say, Modi kharab hai, election commission kharab hai, president kharab hai, speaker kharab hai, constitution kharab hai. Look, now start that time.
Okay, before I take all those responses on who can list the achievements of their government, I want Tehseen Poonawala to come in. Tehseen Poonawala, is this just, for the sake of criticizing? Because in the backdrop, let's not forget, there is also a motion to remove the CEC. So this is not just regular political bickering. Many would say this is personal. So everything that the CEC does, announces, says is a problem.
Thank you, Swati, for having me on the show, and thank you for taking the debate on the right track rather than it getting lost. But let's get this up. You're absolutely right. There is a proposal, an impeachment proposal to remove the CEC. Following that, and I'm not particularly fond of the Honorable Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Om Birla ji, but I do give him credit that when there was a no confidence motion against him, the Honorable Speaker did not step into the House. He allowed it to get over. Shouldn't the CEC have followed the same protocol and not be making these announcements? And why is the opposition today so perturbed by the CEC? Because if you just look at 2 states, he spoke about Assam. In West Bengal, you have an SIR, a biased SIR, which the Honorable Home Minister of India and the Honorable other ministers of BJP will try and communalize, as they tried it in Bihar. But in Assam, where NRC is already had, they're not in an SIR, they're in an SR. And for all, one last time, for all the growth that he spoke about Assam, the BJP spokesperson, the only thing that the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam speaks about is that the wife and the children of Gaurav Gogoi, the next Chief Minister of Assam, are Christians and they are foreign citizens. They have nothing to talk about. That is the problem with these BJP.
Nothing to talk about. That's the problem with BJP. But Tehseen Poonawala, if tomorrow the opposition were to retain the states, would you still be blaming the CEC? And the process?
So as I think the answer to that was given in a different context about elections by Akhilesh Yadav. It was a brilliant answer. He said, even if I win all 80 seats in the Lok Sabha elections in Uttar Pradesh, I will still be against the EVMs because there's a flaw. So the flaw in the CEC, the flaw in the election commission is what we have to address.
Okay.
Our victory would have been a bigger victory in Karnataka had the election commission not
Okay, a bigger victory. It would have been a bigger victory had... Okay, all right. Shehzad Poonawalla, you have... The BJP has nothing new to offer.
Giving achievements and report card in a democracy of your government is supposed to be diverting from the topic, but talking vague things and having conditional ilu with constitutional bodies means if the judiciary gives a verdict in my favor, judiciary is so great. If the election commission ke tahat you win the election commission is so great. Kerala mein, there was without VVPAT, there was a EVM election in the local body. Rahul Gandhi has written one full paragraph saying how we have won the election. And the same Rahul Gandhi goes and abuses the same election commission in elsewhere where he loses the election. Matlab, this is very concrete stuff. Now, I have not said anything Hindu-Muslim, but I agree, thank you. Because you have now brought up, Mr. Gaurav Gogoi is a Pakistani agent. There is a SIT report on him. His wife was taking money from Pakistan, working for Pakistan, giving confidential reports against Assam. And if you don't love Assam so much that your children and wife is not Assamese, how you will fight for Assamese culture? But having said that, Tehsin should answer one question of mine. Tehsin, do you love Vivek in Kerala or do you hate Vivek in Kerala?
Okay, first Tehsin, then Vivek. First Tehsin, then Vivek.
My relationship with the left is exactly like the BJP's relationship with the election commission. The election commission and BJP are friends with benefits, and my relationship with Vivek is the same. I'm friends with him in Kerala, and I will fight him in West Bengal. What has the BJP got to do? It is my personal relationship.
What does that make Vivek?
Relationship with the
What does that make Vivek?
Allow Vivek Srivastava to come
does that make
and
Vivek?
answer that. Vivek Srivastava, go ahead. This is also a test of unity, which is already looks like it's failing.
Vivek, kya hua?
No, absolutely. See, you see, at the center, it is not just today. It is not just today. Since 1950s, on and off, whether it is 2004, we have supported the UPA government and the Congress at the center. We feel, yes, Rahul is a very genuine leader. He is fighting against the communal forces and the Congress is a grand old party. On state level, we fought them in Tripura. We fought them on issues in Kerala. We fought them on issues in Manipur so many times. So that goes on. But both of us are secular parties vying for the same space. Unlike the BJP, which is a communal party and trying to change the constitution. And Shehzad भाई, आपने इतना कुछ गिना दिया अपनी उपलब्धियां. श्रीमान जी, सिलेंडर नहीं है. हम जो भी हो, हमने खाना बनने दिया इस देश में.
अच्छा.
और गरीब गृहिणियों को सिलेंडर था.
अच्छा.
तो गोबर के उपले.
वो 2011 की जो पिक्चर गलती से डाल दी थी, वो क्या दिखा रही
है? लगी पड़ी है.
हाँ, वो 2011 का जो गलती से एक पिक्चर डाल दिया था, उसके बाद डिलीट कर दिया. वो किस बारे में था? But come back on the issue. Come back on the issue of the upcoming elections, Vivek Srivastava, and tell me, is that the only agenda? Anti-Modi plank? Anti-Modi plank? 1 second. Is that the only agenda?
No.
Then go ahead and talk about the welfare policies.
Yes.
Wouldn't that get you more votes than just the anti-Modi plank?
It's not about, I'll tell you. It's not about Modi, it is about the RSS, it is about the communal politics, it is about the Hindu Rashtra, it is about the DNA with which this government is functioning, it is about them trying to change the constitution. That's why I said we'll fight against the Congress in Kerala. But we know the Congress is a party which is secular and stands for the secular ethos of the nation.
Okay.
That is the
Shehzad Poonawalla wants to come.
The election commission.
First of all, Mr. Vivek ji, ठीक है.
Okay. Election commission dancing on the tunes. Okay. Now take a response.
First of all, Vivek ji, थोड़ा सा आप इतना सीनियर है, UPA 1 को सरकार को गिराने का काम लेफ्ट ने किया, and you're saying हम जन्मों से उनके साथ है. मतलब कुछ याद रहता है कि नहीं आपको अपने इंथुजियाज्म में? ये JNU के कैंटीन से बाहर निकलो ना आप. दूसरी सुन लीजिए, पूरा सुनिए. Listen, पूरा सुनिए. Secondly, we are secular. Pinarayi Vijayan, quote unquote, Congress is hugging the Jamaat. It has gone with Jamaat. Jamaat wants Islamic Republic. Congress is communal. Congress used bulldozer like UP Chief Minister against Muslims. These are statements of your only Chief Minister. क्या हो गया है आपको? ये चेक करो. This is AI version of Vivek. He is not original Vivek. ये hacked Vivek है. ये तहसीन ने hack करके बिठाया है.
Okay, Vivek Srivastava, then Shekhar Iyer.
No. In the parliament, all the member parliaments of the left, we stand together as India Alliance. We have supported the leader of opposition. Even very recently, on many issues, including General Narvane. So that is one part.
That's your politics
However,
of
in the
convenience. So
states,
that's your
the
politics of
equations become very
convenience.
different.
That Parliament
that
you will
doesn't
support
mean
Rahul
the
Gandhi,
Congress
but
will say that-
you will question his political
No, it is
acumen
not
when it comes to
convenience.
Kerala.
It is not convenience.
You will question
No,
the
no, no, no,
secular
no.
credentials
In
as well of the
2004,
Congress
Madam,
party.
in 2004,
Have you not questioned the secular credentials of the Congress
see,
party when
see.
it comes to Kerala?
No. In
So that
2000
is politics of convenience. That's double standards.
No, absolutely. No. I still feel that yes, if they are doing something wrong, we point it out. But I don't think the Congress is the communist
Jamaat
party.
ke
To
sath
the
alliance
extent of
secular.
saying,
It may have
to the
been
extent
corrupt.
of questioning
There may
their
have been
secular
scams.
credentials and then
There are
saying we are the
good and
only
bad in every
two, we are the
party,
only two
every
secular
government.
parties. That's you just said that we respect Congress party and we are the only two parties that are secular in nature.
Every
But you
party-
question their secular
every
credentials
party
in
of-
Kerala.
see,
All right, allow
every
Shekhar Iyer
party
to
of
come in as
India
well. Shekhar Iyer,
party of India
election commission is dancing on the tunes of the Bharatiya Janata Party. The first set of reactions that came in from the opposition was all about questioning the timing, the schedule. DMK also went on to say that, this was done deliberately by the EC just so that the Prime Minister could finish his rallies.
Isn't this a charge that they have made several times? I think the Election Commission usually keeps a window of between 3 weeks to 45 days. So in this case, it is just close to 3 weeks. So I don't think this itself is a big issue. Actually, what has happened is the parties like DMK and parties like Congress in Kerala, they have been rather caught off guard on a matter that they should have long expected that anyway elections were to be announced. For instance, in Tamil Nadu, DMK, decided to give 28 seats to Congress. Now the left parties in Tamil Nadu are very upset with DMK because they are being told either you contest on our symbol or just contest in one seat.
Okay.
Similarly, VCK, Sirma Vallabhan's VCK has been told to reduce its number because we have given a lot of seats to Congress. Now these two parties, the left as well as VCK, they are very upset that because DMK had to give so many seats to Congress, we are being to reduce our demand and being asked to contest on DMK symbol.
Okay.
This is serious matter. Now, and in Kerala, you see, as soon as elections were announced, the CPM was ready with the list of leaders who are going to contest from where. Whereas Congress is yet to start the exercise. I mean, you see, the whole problem is parties were expecting this. Had it been delayed, they would have said it was delayed because the probably PM wanted to address more, have more foundation stones to be laid. See, this is not actually, they are not in a position to do anything about the dates. Number two, I think we must remind ourselves the process to remove a CEC is not same as the process to remove a Lok Sabha speaker.
All right.
Because this follows the pattern of removing a Supreme Court judge. That same process is, which requires, a motion, then a committee of judges to examine. That's a long process. It's not going to happen tomorrow.
1 second.
Allow Harish Mohammed Ibrahim to come in.
Allow me to rebut that. Just 1 second.
Tessin, 1 second. No, he hasn't
Just
spoken.
one line,
He
just
hasn't
one line,
spoken.
just one line.
Let's take his comments and then you can come.
But when you go to the process of removing a judge, the judge stands aside, does not sit on cases.
Okay, Harish
Therefore, the
Mohammed
CC was doing something terrible by announcing this.
Harish Mohammed
Terrible.
Ibrahim. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim, please.
Yeah, Swati, I don't want to get into the technicalities of the date announcement, whether it is being reduced or not. But one thing is pretty much sure. The autonomy of the Election Commission have been sidelined and reduced by the BJP current ruling government. There is no second thought about it. Coming to the second point, whether the NDA alliance along with the ADMK is petrified in Tamil Nadu. Yes, of course, their incorrigible behavior by invoking all kind of the religious sentiments to galvanize and polarize the votes, which they have been tremendously successful in North India. They want to do it in South, particularly in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, for which they have been decimated from 2019, 2021, and they will be getting the same result by 2026. Having said that, whether the BJP-run coalition or along with the ADMK is going to contest, why this kind of delay is happening? Because they want Mr. TVK Vijay to come into their alliance because the DMK's schemes, which have been benefited across length and breadth of Tamil Nadu, have made sure the NDA is losing streak ahead of 2026 election. They know the result well beforehand. So they want to bring TVK's Vijay into their alliance. And that is the reason which were made sure to have a 2 weeks of delay from the earlier election, which was announced by February last week. And now it has been almost March the 15th. So we have almost 2 to 3 weeks of delay from the previous election, which is always stating that the NDA is petrified to its core. They don't win in Tamil Nadu unless until they bring Vijay through all kind of
so it's not just now, you're saying it's not about the Prime Minister's rallies, it's about Vijay, getting Vijay into their alliance. Shehzad, let's quickly listen into what Mr. Saurabh Chundar also has to say. I'm sure there are allegations coming BJP's way. Saurabh Chundar, when it happens in 8 phases, it's still a problem. In 2 phases is also a problem. What does TMC have to say? After all, it's the TMC-led opposition which has moved a motion against the removal of the CEC.
Yes, so I'll briefly, first and foremost, good evening to you and all the panelists. Swati, I'll try and answer this in 3 parts. The first part is that the Trinamool Congress is very, very clear on one aspect, that whether you do it in 2 phases, 8 phases, 20 phases, we are ready for the elections and we'll be going ahead. The second part, the concern that we have is that if you look at the past advertisements or the posturing of the Election Commission, you'll find that it's more about getting more voters. It's a celebration of democracy, elections. That is what they say. But with the SIR exercise, and while I do say that it was necessary, with the SIR exercise, I must tell you that the endeavor has been to exclude people. Why am I saying this? The reason is very, very simple. If you look at the names which are under adjudication at this point of time, it's close to 60 lakhs. Out of this, about 12 lakhs have been adjudicated upon. Now, the process has been a punishment for the common people. It has been a punishment for several people like Nobel laureate Amartya Sen, like Richa Ghosh. So that aside, I must say that our only concern is that every legitimate voter must be included in the final voting list. And the last part of my answer would be very brief, that our welfare schemes have been on the ground. We have worked for the people, and certainly the communal narrative which has been projected, a monolithic idea of India, which has been projected by our principal opposition in the state, it will be something which we shall look to strongly counter.
Okay, Shehzad Poonawalla, you have a lot of allegations against the BJP. Please respond. Yes.
First of all, monolithic idea. So one MP of TMC says, if you're not TMC person, you're not Bengali. That is not monolithic idea. Acha, theek hai, very good. They say bhari bhari to Indians, but then when they catch a Yusuf Pathan and make Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary lose, that time it is perfectly fine, because Yusuf Pathan to speaks Shuddha Bengali, correct, no? And then Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary was anti-Bengali. Anyway, forget that. They Ghuspetiyo ko voter banakar, they give the rights to the Ghuspetiyas and deny the rights to the Bengali. That is fine. You can say Babri Zindabad, you don't arrest that Humayun Kabir. That is not communal. But when somebody says Jago Ma, you beat her up. Sir, no, let me complete. Sir, let me complete, sir. Let me complete. So, therefore, this is the state of affairs. SIR, the same narrative in Bihar elections, SIR everywhere, they said the same narrative. Not one case they could take to the Supreme Court and say that iska naam galat kata. Not one case in Bihar. Same thing in Bengal also. And now Bengal and Tamil Nadu, 2 big states, are happening later, so that all these issues can be logistically tackled properly. And the 3 smaller, relatively smaller states and union territories are happening first. That is the visible logic of this entire exercise. There you are saying, no, why West Bengal, you are doing this so delay. So it is good, no, the SIR people, whoever name is there, they can approach the tribunal, they can approach the authorities if they feel their name is wrongly cut. What do you want? Are you satisfied with anything? Now let me go to the two small points of the other speakers, and then I will end. Autonomy of ECI was maximum when you had Mr. TN Sessions say that Rajiv Gandhi called me and dictated to me the dates. It was maximum when toilet break was taken by Naveen Chawla and CEC Gopalaswamy wrote about it. It was maximum then. And today when the appointment is done by leader of opposition committee, then it is not autonomous. Okay. And last point. Now Tehseen Poonawalla and DMK are saying we have a strong alliance. You know Mr. Trichy Veluswamy? He has said that it is the biggest mistake to make alliance with DMK, and DMK is the most anti-woman government because the DMK functionary raped and murdered a 2.5-year-old child, and the police protected.
Okay.
Anna University case, Tuticorin case, so many cases are there. Priyanka Vadra is silent, and their own alliance members are saying this government is a bad government.
Right. You've taken everybody's name. I want to start with Mr. Chundar, then Vivek Srivastava and Harish Mohammad Ibrahim. Tessin can comment after that.
Briefly to Mr. Poonawalla, I'd like to respond by saying that whatever he spoke about the Babri Masjid and all that, we have been on record to oppose it. That's number one. Number two, when you're talking about one of our, Mr. Poonawalla, please.
You oppose Babri Masjid on record, no?
I'll just finish this, please.
No. Do you oppose Babri Masjid on record?
Mr. Poonawalla, I'll just finish this.
Why are you backtracking?
Okay, finish your point.
Yeah, the point is, when you spoke about Moha Moitro, her speech, her statement, please look at it in the larger context. This is an out of context quoting.
How is it out of context when she says that if you do not support the TMC, are you even a Bengali? How is that out of context?
Please look at what she said before that and after that. It's only one line which you have taken out.
Okay.
Look at the spirit of the whole speech.
What did she mean?
That was that when we are talking about this particular speech, she was at a rally which was in protest or which was against the Election Commission, where she made it abundantly clear that we are against a communal narrative, and as a result,
That's fine. That's what the TMC has been saying. But when you say that, are you even a Bengali if you don't trust the TMC? What does that mean?
Support the TMC.
If you don't support the TMC?
So the whole point is, if you look at the past narratives, it has been a consistent attack on the Bengali identity, and perhaps this statement.
Are you saying Bengal is equal to TMC? Are you saying TMC is equal to Bengal? Are you saying TMC is equal to Bengal? 1 second. I want to ask you, so if suppose tomorrow somebody is not from TMC, is not a Bengali? This is fascism.
If you do not support
Tehseen Poonawalla and the left
not
are silent on this.
Please, Mr. Poonawalla. If you look at the Honorable Chief Minister's statement, in fact, if you look at the statement of Mr. Abhishek Banerjee, he made it very, very clear that you can vote whichever party you want to.
Yeah, we saw that in
2021. Our only concern is that every legitimate voter must be included in the list. Therefore, the question of
Moha Moitra's statement was wrong.
No, he's saying that is out of context.
The entire Bengali identity
Vivek agrees with the statement.
Has not been asked.
Are you a leftist? So if you're a leftist, you're not a Bengali. Vivek, is that true?
I'm sorry?
No, that is for Vivek Srivastava.
Vivek, bolo, kuch to bolo. अरे विवेक बोलो.
नहीं अब हम बोलेंगे भाई, बारी आएगी तब बोलेंगे.
अरे आपकी बारी आ गई सर, बोलिए.
See, first of all, नवीन चावला.
अरे यू टॉक अबाउट मोहा मोइत्रा.
टॉयलेट में गए, टॉयलेट के पीछे कौन गया, टॉयलेट के पीछे मैं क्यों गया, अब शहजाद जी आप ही ने भेजा होगा. ये कहानियां भी आपकी, किताब भी आपकी. आई डू नॉट नो हाउ मच ऑफ इट टू बी ट्रस्टेड. अब दूसरी बात, हाँ, नवीन चावला टॉयलेट में गए, टॉयलेट में जाके फोन कॉल कर रहे हैं, एक और आदमी गया, उसने सुना, फिर उसने किताब लिखी, किताब को
महुआ मोइत्रा
ये सब क्या हो रहा है?
Come on, महुआ मोइत्रा.
there is नहीं, आप सुनिए. There is a no confidence motion against Mr. Ganesh. उसको शर्मिंदगी होनी चाहिए थी. किसी और से अनाउंसमेंट करवा देते आज डेट्स की. एटलीस्ट लाइक तहसीन, आई प्रेज.
नहीं, उनको निकाल दिया है क्या आपने?
There was an impeachment motion. He said, I am not coming into the parliament.
Okay, one second, Vivek Srivastava. One second, Vivek Srivastava. एक second.
Secondly, listen to it. No, listen. Listen to my point. My point is, there are so many people, and the matter is sub judice today in the court. So lakhs of voters who claim that yes, that includes the Chief Secretary of West Bengal probably, उनका नाम काट दिया गया है. अब if these people, because everything started very fast, 3 महीने के अंदर आप इतना डिटेल माइक्रो एनालिसिस नहीं कर सकते, 2 साल पहले करना था. Now if these genuine Indian citizens are not able to vote,
people as not
Bengali,
उस पे कुछ बोलो.
Election Commission, who
Vivek
is responsible?
Decided he's going to speak on that.
And I appeal to the BJP.
Are you not going to
the BJP? Please join hands with all of us and tell the Election Commission इनको वोट करने दिया जाए.
Now Vivek ji, Mr. Vivek Srivastava, since you are the biggest champion of voting rights in this country, Miss Moha Moitra has said if you are not a TMC person, you are not a Bengali. Your identity is taken away. You agree or disagree?
Yes. Can I? Yes, she did not say it in that context.
context.
अब आप एग्जांपल देंगे
Left is supporting TMC, अब क्या देखने बचा है भाई?
इसलिए अधीर रंजन चौधरी को हरा दिया. सर मेरी बात सुनिए. I am not in favor of TMC. I am against TMC.
You say that, and
but
then
I have to acknowledge.
Then you very conveniently try and cover up. Then you very conveniently try and cover up all the statements that were made by the Congress against the TMC, by the left against the TMC, and the TMC against the left and Congress. I think you've forgotten Kerala में राहुल गांधी भी क्या बोल करके चले गए on the gold theft case. That also you've forgotten. That also you've forgotten. वो भी आप भूल गए. ये politics of convenience, selective amnesia भी होता रहता है बीच-बीच में. It's all right. Let Mr. Ibrahim also come in.
No, it is not convenience, madam. अगर अधीर रंजन चौधरी TMC के टिकट पे लड़ते और यूसुफ पठान कांग्रेस पे लड़ते तब क्या होता?
हाँ, आप पहले आप बताइए जो सबरीमला
in some states,
Mr. Vivek
in Kerala we are popular.
It's not about that. In those states, are you making statements against Rahul Gandhi only because of the factor of popularity? Or do you want to actually win votes और वहां पर वो आपके rival है इसीलिए आप ये statements देते हैं?
Popularity, Rahul?
आप इस तरह के स्टेटमेंट्स इसीलिए देते हैं क्योंकि आपको इलेक्शन जीतना है. आप एक दूसरे के खिलाफ लड़ रहे हैं इसीलिए आप इस तरह के स्टेटमेंट्स देते हैं.
Out of the way like the BJP and victimize.
Mr. Ibrahim, come in.
No, we will campaign against the Congress in Kerala. But if you try to remove Rahul Gandhi from the position as a member parliament by fake cases,
you're taking it somewhere else. I'm asking you a question on hypocrisy. It's very convenient. It is convenient. It is convenient, Vivek Srivastava ji. It is very convenient. It is convenient. It's evident. Elections आने दीजिए. और statements आएंगे. आप देखिएगा. आप हैं पैनल पे. आप देखिएगा और statements आएंगे. राहुल गांधी तो बोल करके चले गए. गोल्ड लूट पे, गोल्ड थेफ्ट पे क्यों नहीं आप लोगों ने जवाब दिया? आपने भी उनको रिमाइंड कराया ना. आपने भी रिमाइंड कराया ना उनको कि कांग्रेस के इन्वॉल्वमेंट की बात कीजिए.
हमने तो बिल्कुल जवाब दिया.
Absolutely. That's what I'm calling hypocrisy and politics of convenience.
गलत है वो गलत है.
Harish Mohammad Ibrahim.
Scam होगा.
Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, please come in.
No.
Yeah, one thing is clear, Swati, because the ideological battle behind the Dravidian and the Aryan ideology is what the DMK is always fight for. And having said that, even in this election, they have made sure to put across the Tamil Nadu versus NDA, clearly emphasize that the Tamil Nadu state government, which has an anti-incumbency, there is no doubt about it. But it will be well taken care of with all kind of welfare measures which they have downplayed across length and breadth of Tamil Nadu.
So there is anti-incumbency against DMK. There is anti-incumbency.
I'm saying to a little bit it should be there because we can't, even though the strong alliance has been made of the tight fold for almost 20 years of strategic alliance which was built by Mr. M.K. Stalin, who was giving a tight slap to all the NDA's factions which was built on the caste-based polarization. In North India, they do a religious politics. And in Tamil Nadu, they want to bring all the caste-based politicians inside their kitty and want to bring ahead of a 2026 election should be played on a caste-based politics level. But having said that, whether the TMK going to bow down to this? No, because all the strategical schemes which went length and breadth benefiting of each and every section is what the downtrodden, which has given an industrial output of 1.19%, inclusive of 46% of women in the workforce.
So you're saying the welfare policies are enough? Welfare policies are enough? People trust
more than enough.
All right. I just want to take a minute before we continue our discussion on some projections that have come to fore. Let's put the figures here on the big screen. These are Matri's projections. Let's begin with Assam. This is what the seat projections look like. BJP plus 96 to 98, Congress plus 26 to 28, others 2 to 8 seats. And as far as vote share is concerned, for the BJP, as per this projection, it's 43 to 44%, 39 to 40% for the Congress and 18 to 20% for others. Let's change this. Let's talk about Kerala now. What does the Matri's opinion poll or projection there look like? For the LDF, 61 to 71 seats. 42 to 43% is going to be the vote share as per these projections. For UDF, 58 to 69, 41 to 42% vote share. And for NDA, only 2 seats projected by the Matri's opinion poll. 12 to 13% is the vote share for the NDA. Let's move on. Let's take a look at the other states. Tamil Nadu, the seat projection for DMK plus is 104 to 114. Vote share will be between 37 to 38% for the AIADMK plus. The NDA, it's 114 to 127. That's very interesting. 39 to 40% for the NDA. For TVK, 6 to 12 seats projected. The vote share is 14 to 15%. For others, somewhere between 1 to 6 seats, and the vote share for them is 10 to 12%. Let's take a look at what the projection is for the state of West Bengal. For TMC, between 155 to 170, 43 to 45% is their vote share. For the NDA, as per this particular projection, they seem to be increasing their tally. Between 100 to 115, the vote share is going to be between 41 to 43%. For others, 5 to 7 seats. 13 to 15% is going to be the vote share for others. Very quickly, if Shekhar Iyer, you could come in. Interesting projections coming in from West Bengal and Tamil Nadu. Let's begin with West Bengal first. Shekhar Iyer.
Yeah, definitely everybody has been saying that Mamata has more advantageous situation because of her organizational strength as well as her committed women voters and committed minority voters. But the polls do not reflect the anxiety of Mamata. The polls do not reflect the anxiety of the TMC leadership. Similarly, in Tamil Nadu, you see, the mood in the DMK camp is not one of great confidence. In fact, even today, despite having an agreement with the Congress leaders are criticizing the law and order situation in Tamil Nadu, particularly the atrocities being reported on girl children. And even Kamala Hassan, who has got a Rajya Sabha seat for backing the DMK, he has also expressed anguish, which means the ground situation is such that despite the so-called confidence of the main party, either in Bengal or in Tamil Nadu, it is not being shared. And Mamata's biggest worry about SIR is that many dead voters have gone, and the number of the deletions is more than the vote difference. I mean, I would call it the difference between the vote difference the last time. So the big worry is how is it going to reflect on the ground, despite such an overwhelming presence, both in Tamil Nadu and in West Bengal.
I just want to accommodate everyone's takes, beginning with Mr. Chundar. Very quickly, sir.
First and foremost, these comments about the leadership, the senior leadership of the Trinamool being jittery is something which I totally refute. How is it going to play out on the ground? Mark my words, these numbers are going to resolutely go up. Once the final results are out, you'll see a 215-ish number for the Trinamool, and perhaps Mr. Iyer's reservations will be countered then on the 4th of May.
Okay, Mr. Ibrahim, interesting numbers coming in from Tamil Nadu as well, as far as these projections are concerned.
Swati, I don't believe in all these kind of polls because the same polls have predicted that 2021, give me a second. 2021 of 400 seats for the NDA, where they have lacked as and ruling as a minority government with 240 plus. So I don't want to give all these kind of importance. But having said that, as I said earlier, the DMK run government, which have done all kind of schemes across sections of people, have benefited out of it, and that will be resonating to a result which should be almost 180 plus will be a thumping majority for the DMK government, should what we are expecting for. It will happen eventually on May 4th. That's what my final take is on.
Tessin.
I have to answer so many.
I firmly believe, and I'm saying this with a lot of responsibility and with a lot of humility, that this opinion poll, while I respect the makers, in my opinion, strictly my opinion, is being made in the IT cell of a political party. I'm saying this with absolute responsibility. I will join Times Now on the day of the results. I will join once again, I will join the Times Now. And you will see that in 2026, BJP will win no state or union territory. Puducherry Congress will win. Tamil Nadu, DMK will win because of Congress. Kerala Congress will win. West
Kerala
Bengal
Congress will win.
Vivek
Srivastava, Kerala Congress is winning, and then Shehzad can respond to it.
Is winning.
Okay. Kerala Congress is winning.
Okay, that's all. That is his opinion. But
BJP is not.
I think DMK is coming 180 seats, sure shot, absolute majority. Tamil Nadu number 1. Kerala, the communists are coming. Number 3, as far as Assam is concerned. Let me speak. As far as Assam is concerned, I think the Congress is going to have a much better performance.
This is very interesting. You back for me. You scratch my back. I'll scratch your back.
Although I don't like it, it's still going to be the biggest chunk.
Okay, both.
But
it is so wrong.
On the panel at least, they are both batting for each other.
Unfair,
Shehzad, please respond. You're not getting anything.
No, I said I don't like the TMC.
First of all, they get 4x. They get 4x time. I get 1 time to answer 4 people. It's so unfair. Anyway, Having said that, just look at the situation that first of all, these two gentlemen, Tehseen and Vivek, they have track record of getting every prediction wrong. They said Haryana हम हार रहे हैं, बीजेपी हार रही है, बिहार बीजेपी हार रही है, महाराष्ट्र बीजेपी हार रही है. ये दोनों ने बोला था. And now see again now
अच्छा विवेक जी रुकिए
एक तो I get 1/4 the time and that also have to deal with interruption.
अरे सर please allow him to
This is not right. Bihar, Haryana, Maharashtra, both these gentlemen have got wrong. Producer, दिखा दो इनका statement. दूसरी बात, today this has been made in IT cell. अच्छा, तो what Bengal, BJP, TMC IT cell or in left IT cell, Tehseen Poonawala? You answer that. I don't agree with this survey as well, but I have started with one state, I am ending at two states.
Okay.
Now, one second, let me complete.
Okay.
Now, I have just two small questions, one for Vivek, one for DMK person. Vivek ji, Rahul Gandhi said Sabrimala mein loot hua and Pinarayi Vijayan should be in jail. Is he right? You are doing Rahul Vandana. And Mr. Friend from DMK, your oldest trick is Dravid versus Aryan when you have nothing else to say. So I want to ask you very humbly, who was the person you accused of Hindi imposition in 1960s and who you have alliance with now?
Who is that for?
Who else will it be for? It will be for Mr. Harish. Mr. Harish. Mr. Vivek speaks for everybody.
Okay, gentlemen, I have to wrap up very quickly. Just a couple of seconds.
No, Vivek, Mr. Harish.
Harish, just a couple of seconds.
1960s, who was the Hindi imposing party and who you have alliance with in 2026? Take the names.
The same Aryan dynasty which came from the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa.
Congress is Aryan dynasty.
No, but that keeps happening.
That means Congress is Aryan dynasty.
And you are
no, that keeps happening. That keeps happening. That's absolutely.
And
one second.
One among them.
Okay. That keeps happening. That keeps happening. People get into alliance and then because of difference of opinion or ideology, they break alliance and then they get back together as well.
Rajiv Gandhi was killed by DMK. Do they have any shame?
Tehseen, you want to respond before I take a break?
Look, at the end of the day, what is going to happen in Tamil Nadu is because of the Congress, DMK is going to win. Whereas that Nepo kid Vijay,
because of the Congress, DMK will win.
BJP is trying to, that Nepo kid Vijay, who the BJP is trying to get in their alliance, who comes out of the CBI.
Okay, all right. Gentlemen, I'm completely out of time. Thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast. Thank you to our viewers for watching us. A quick break. We'll be back after a short break.